Episode, we are going to discuss the Mercedes GLA and why you shouldn't bother buying it. Stay tuned, because this is going to get interesting. So, this is the Mercedes GLA. Yeah, where do I begin with this? Okay, automatic rain sensing wipers. Apple CarPlay, Google version of that, mirror link. None of that exists in this car. They're all options, right? So this car in Ireland is over 40,000 euro. This one that I'm sitting in, right? I don't even have a center armrest in the back. It's powered by a 2143, so like 2.1 or 2.2, depending on how you're looking at it. Diesel engine. It has a 300 newton meters of torque, 136 brake horsepower. 136. It's been tuned for economy, obviously. It has an engine that sounds, to me, like a bag of hammers most of the time. It's quiet now that I'm cruising now, you see. It's quiet. It lulls you into this false sense of security as if it's not going to be loud at all. It's all very, very Mercedes-like. Well, it's not. Listen. That's a horrible sound. And when it's cold, lads, you'll wake your neighbours when this thing is cold. Just from the noise of the thing starting up. It is... I don't know what it is. There's just so much competition in that segment. In that kind of price range, the Volvo XC60, like, that's a really good car. Volkswagen Tiguan, really good. Skoda Karoq is going to be on the scene towards the end of this year. All this massive competition is coming. And what I really wanted from Mercedes in this car was a light-footed, easy to use city dweller feeling youthful. It has none of that. It feels really heavy and lumping on the road, and plus it looks a bit weird. If you think of the Toyota CHR, that's a light-footed hybrid 1.2 litre petrol, you know, funky car. It's just a cool thing. It looks cool, it looks the part. Driving into some blue lights and flashing on the side of the road, everybody stopped. Maybe it's a tax and insurance check? Customs and excise? Who knows? We're about to find out. I guess we didn't find out. Whatever law it was, I wasn't breaking it. They're looking at tax and insurance. In this country, that's quite normal. Don't get nervous by that. No one's going to shoot you, Americans. It's fine. The Irish are pretty good at these sort of things. So they have random checkpoints, whereby at the random checkpoint they can ask you about tax and insurance and NCT on your car. And that's cool. You should have all those discs in your front window and things. So even though this isn't like light-footed and useful and handy, it doesn't suit Mercedes to do a car like this, I don't think. I don't know. Or maybe it's just the spec that's really driven me up the wall here, because it's such a basic car. For the money, I'm just spending 40 grand on a Kia here, or a Volkswagen Golf or something. The amount of kit you'd get in it. Yet this is 40 grand, and I have... That's not touchscreen. It doesn't have Apple CarPlay. It has Bluetooth connection, I get that. And I don't have any other kit. I have 4 electric windows. Great. Some mats, leather seats and things. But I'll get all that for 40 grand in any other brand. There's no active cruise control. There's no rain sensing wipers. There's crash detection that flashes up on the screen every once in a while. It goes red if you tailgate a car in front of you. I just don't know. And I've looked at other Irish reviews of this car. Nobody seems to point any of this out. It all goes another Mercedes. Even the ride in this is weird. I get buffeted around the car. It's a strange mix, and I know that Mercedes can do a lot better than this. I know they can. The E-Class Estate is one of my favourite cars of all time. It just is. C-Class Coupe, that's an exceptional looking car. Incredible. Really well put together. Again, the diesel engine maybe lets it down, needs a petrol engine, but this should be light-footed and easy to use and simple to navigate and negotiate, and none of these things. Mercedes are trying to attract a younger audience. I get it. I'm part of that younger audience in that I'm not old, right? I'm not crotchety and old. And Mercedes, there's that crash detection system freaking out because there's a car in front of me. Mercedes is after that younger market. I get it. I understand what they're trying to do. But a young person buying into a Mercedes brand for the first time will be coming from something like a Volkswagen, or they'll be coming from something like a Skoda, something that's fairly new anyway. They're not going to buy into this out of an ancient old Peugeot like that one sitting in front of me. They're going to buy into this something really rather new. Now, do you think they're going to step out of something that contains Apple CarPlay and all these other interactivity systems as standard into something that has none of them because it's a Mercedes? I just don't get the logic behind this one. Mercedes have either spec'd this entirely wrong or this is not a great car to begin with. It's as simple as that, because that diesel engine just really does not suit this car at all. The gearbox is okay. It's a bit lazy and stupid in most gears, but it's smooth enough when it actually does change gears. And the radio, so even the wipers. You hear the wipers? That noise. They reach the side and they go, that noise. It just continues to do that all the time. Whether it's raining heavy or lightly, that noise is always there. So look at, thank you very much for watching. I'm very happy to have you this far along. If you liked what you saw, will you click that little like button? Thanks very much. And at the same time, there's a little red button around there somewhere that says subscribe across the middle of it. You can click that too. And you know, you can ring my bell. Do you know that? There's a little bell beside the subscribe button. If you want to get notifications whenever I upload a video, you can do that. Very soon we'll be coming back into the Sunday service. We'll be starting again, and we'll have more videos on this channel than we've ever had before. I'm in negotiations with a few different people at the moment, so that should be very interesting. But I'd be very delighted if you hung around hitting that subscribe button. It'd be lovely. Thank you very much for watching again, and until the next time, I will see you on the far side.